Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Heather. This is just going to be a short video, okay, because I just found out something just by calling my mortgage company, insurance company, and I thought this was really interesting. So, my house is in a flood zone. When we got a mortgage on this house, it was strongly recommended that we get flood insurance along with our house insurance. Right now, it's become, like a lot really expensive because of it. And we just had a flood issue, but flood insurance didn't even cover it because it didn't even happen inside the house. I don't know, because something outside the house was affecting the flood. It didn't even cover it. So my husband and I thought, okay, you know what? Let's just get rid of the flood insurance. This was just, an idea. Maybe, just find out more information. So I'm like, okay. So I found out I have to talk to my mortgage. And so this is what I found out. Of course, you have to go through the city. And if you're in a flood zone, they won't allow you to take it off. And that, for one, is kind of bothering me because I'm kind of thinking it's our house and we would have to pay for it anyway. But, that's, I guess, how they do it. But that's not really what got me today. What got me was when I called and talked to the lady who was, I talked to for the mortgage. She said that I had to get a, let's see, I wrote down notes here. It's called Map of Amendment from my city, and then I had to fax it to them so that they can send it to FEMA. Okay, I'm going to say this again. I get the document or whatever that says that whether or not I'm in a flood zone. I send it to my mortgage company, and they send it to FEMA. Now, if you don't know who FEMA is, or have never heard of it, by definition, they are the Federal Emergency Management Agency. They are the ones out there, like with Hurricane Harvey, and soon with Irma. They're the ones out there supposedly making sure everyone's okay. They're with, like, Homeland Defense. They're with our, with Homeland Security and all that stuff. Okay? So, I have a few questions with that. One, I'm not exactly sure why the federal emergency. I mean, I guess if they're like the people who are the emergency, people who would come and deal with the flood, and they have to decide it's in the flood zone, okay, fine, I can understand that. However, here's the other issue. There's a lot of question about FEMA right now, okay? And yeah, if you're maybe already with me on this in the moment I mentioned FEMA, because it also goes along with FEMA camps. And there's a theory going around that these FEMA camps aren't good, that they are made to look like they're there to help people, but people are ending up in these places and never coming back out. Okay? So, there's a lot of, of stuff going around about that. But here's what's also interesting. The lady I asked, when I asked her, just for question, sake of question, I asked her, well, who is FEMA? I would think that's a question that people might ask. Because not a lot of people know what FEMA is when I've said FEMA. From what I've learned from other videos about FEMA and everything, and I asked the typical person, well, you know about FEMA? And they're like, who? And this lady, she was the same way. And she knew on her document it said FEMA will take care of your issue with whether you're in a flood zone. And I said, well, who are they? And she said, you know what? We don't. Let me go check. And she comes back and she tells me what I just told you. Federal Emergency Management Agency. Okay. With Homeland Security and all that. Okay. So you might be asking, well, okay, what's your point? My point is that I don't think people know as much as they need to know. They don't know as much as they should know. People don't know, if you say, who is this company or whatever, and usually people, who work with these companies should know the information. If they don't, they should be able to go find it. And I mean, this lady did go and find information, but she just told me that, what they were, what what it stood for, and and Homeland Security, and that's about it. So we need to start educating ourselves. Not only do we need to come together, we got to start educating ourselves on this stuff. Even if you think it's conspiracy theory, even if you think it's crap that our government's making some type of plot to, get rid of half the population or whatever. We should at least explore ideas. We should at least educate ourselves. Oh, sorry, this cough won't go away. But, yeah. That's basically it. That's all I got for you. I just wanted to let you guys know this. Just some information I found out. Always good to learn stuff. Alright, everyone. I will see you next time.